You saw what happened with Twitter, right?
Dude, I didn't follow it closely.
Okay. So essentially, the Daily Wire released their movie, What is a Woman? And it was, shadow banned. It had a warning put on it that it was, misgendering people and, it was throttled. And of course, they were up in arms, and rightfully so, because this kind of sounds like the old Twitter, right? And when this happened, of course, you got a lot of knee-jerk reactionary pieces from people like the Quartering saying stuff like, "Oh, cancel Twitter Blue." This has to be like the fifth time he's canceled it, and saying, "What's Elon doing? Twitter is not the free speech place anymore." Well, Elon quickly rectified the situation and then said this was a mistake.
Okay.
And so, yay, all's well and good. And then a couple days later, the woman who's the head of trust and safety resigned. Now, I don't know exactly why she resigned. Could be a couple things. Could be that they just had an argument and just didn't see eye to eye on the way this was handled, and she said, "No, I was right, and I can't work here anymore. I'm gonna quit." Or she was invited to resign, which essentially
Mhm.
means she was fired. I tend to think it's the latter because people like getting paid a lot of money, so I don't think she would leave, out of principle or whatever. I think that Elon said, "Hey, what the hell is going on? I thought that this is a really bad look for me, and I thought you had a handle on this." But apparently, no, she doesn't have a handle on all the activists, leftists who still work at Twitter. And to be fair to Elon, this is pretty much never going to go away because in Silicon Valley, most people are activist leftists, right? So I don't know that you can ever purge them. And
Hard to, yeah,
you
that
shouldn't
part is hard to say because it could just be the vocal minority. It's hard to
Could
say.
be. It could be. So it could be, but even a very few people could have, done this thing. But I will say that number one, people should stop reacting so quickly and say, "Oh no, it's over. Twitter's just as bad as it ever was, and I'm gonna cancel my Twitter Blue." Just give it a little bit of time to react and settle, and maybe, Elon will fix it. And the other cool thing about Elon Musk specifically owning Twitter is that, well, back in the day when some lower level person wanted to fuck with you, you as the customer didn't necessarily have a lot of recourse. You couldn't just say, "Well, I'm going to go to the CEO of the company and he's going to fix this." Well, in 1980, good luck. You can't even talk to the CEO of the company, right? Your only point of contact is this lower level person, and they have all the power over you. Well, in 2023, anybody can just, tag Elon and just say, "Hey, what's up with this?" And the guy will literally respond to you and maybe fix the situation. So
If you're
that
well known, yeah.
if you're well known, or if the situation is egregious or notable or interesting enough that you can get well known people to signal boost you. And that's what happened in this situation. He fixed it. I think he invited that woman to resign. She did. And hopefully his company is going to continue to be a safe haven for free speech.
Mm. I mean, it's great to hear that this woman is gone because otherwise my question would have been, what's the change to prevent this from happening again?
Right. And when things like this happen, it sends the signal to the other people who are still there. Hey, this is the way things are going to go now. And you either conform to that or you can leave as well. So I would hope people are getting the message, although leftists are dumb. So they don't mind beating their head against the wall. I'm not sure that they will get the message. Or they may even find some sort of Pyrrhic, principled victory in sticking around and, pulling stuff like this.
Did you look up anything about this woman that was
No,
like, oh,
no, I didn't look anything. She's your typical Silicon Valley leftist.
I'm
Let's be
just yeah,
real.
I'm wondering how she lasted so
I
long.
remember
Like
when she was hired.
how did
People were people were iffy about her when she was hired. I remember that
hmm.
because remember that the gay guy resigned the trust and safety position, right? And
Uh-huh.
they replaced him with this woman, and then people dug into her past, and they said, she doesn't seem all that different."
Hmm. Hmm.
So, is it a
But yet Musk,
surprise?
yeah, gave her a chance, I guess, or I don't know.
And it we don't know exactly what happened. It could have been a situation where it wasn't maliciousness. Maybe someone beneath her just pulled some garbage and she just didn't
Yeah,
catch it and
yeah,
she just kind of had to take the fall for it.
yeah.
So that could have happened either. And maybe she, tried to stick to Elon's directives in good faith, but she just failed.
Yeah.